What's going on, guys? Nick Foy here from AskNickFoy.com, the founder of the Nick Foy TV YouTube channel. Thanks so much for being here today. We're going to get into some steps to help you start making your first $1,000 a month online. And we're going to talk about some different ways you make money, as well as different ways to promote products to attract visitors to those products, hoping that they'll convert to a sale. So starting off, the very first step is you got to find a product to sell. The only way to make money is to promote a product. Now, most people are going to make the most money selling some sort of digital or physical product or promoting Amazon products. Typically, you're not going to make a lot of money through ads on your website, but that would be a product type you could promote. If you're trying to promote products of other people's, then you're going to allow ads to be run on your website promoting those products of other people's. And when people click on those ads, you get so much money per click. So AdSense, making money from ad revenue on a website, is one way to make some money. But to make $1,000 a month, you're going to need substantial website traffic, like maybe 50 to 70,000 monthly visitors and monthly page views coming through your website to make that kind of money. So you're better off trying to start with these different methods, like a digital product. This could be access to like a resource library or some sort of membership website where maybe people are paying $10 a month and you could get 100 people signed up paying $10 a month. And now you could be making $1,000 a month from a membership website, which is all digital. There's really no overhead to it other than the softwares that you might have to run the membership website. You could sell one-time access courses like a fitness training course where they download the workout plans, the workout videos, all the worksheets. So those are digital products. You could also sell physical products if you're going to ship. For example, one of my clients ships out candles across the country. So people put an order in on their website. They turn around, box up the candles that they custom make and ship them out to the customer. So that's another route. You could sell physical products. You can also promote Amazon products. That way you don't have to hold any inventory. You find products people are already selling on Amazon and that you know your audience is relevant and would be interested in based on whatever industry your website's in. So if you're in, the home and gardening niche, you could promote all sorts of lawn care tools and supplies on Amazon by sending links, over from your website so that traffic clicks those links. They get taken to Amazon, which is a trusted website. They've already shopped Amazon before, so it's higher chance of them converting, buying that product, and then you're going to get a referral fee from Amazon. You can also do the same type of thing with ClickBank products and other bloggers' products. So these kind of go hand in hand. A lot of online business owners have created their own products, maybe digital products like a resource library or a training course that they're promoting, and they can put it on ClickBank in order for affiliates to come promote as affiliate marketers. So you would be an affiliate of their product. You would sign up to be an affiliate for them. You'd go promote their product for them on your website, and every sale you generate or are responsible for through your affiliate links, you would get paid a percentage of the sale. Sometimes these can be high payouts, like 50% of a sale, 70% of a sale, depending on what affiliate products you sign up for on the ClickBank affiliate marketplace. And that's the same with the other bloggers' products. If you can find other bloggers online in your industry or related, so if you find some other home and garden blogs that might be selling some sort of tools or supplies, you could maybe sign up to be an affiliate direct with them. Target, for example. If you're like in the fitness niche, you can sign up with GNC and promote their protein powders and supplements. So there's other websites out there you can sign up to be an affiliate for their products, or other bloggers that have affiliate programs you could sign up for. So those are the different product types to get started with that are going to have better payout rates to help you quickly get to $1,000 a month. Now, in order to make $1,000 a month, you need to sell multiple products a month unless you're selling one big ticket item for $1,000. But if these products typically range in the $20 to $75 range, somewhere in there, you're going to need to make anywhere from 10 to 50 sales a month of these different products to get up towards that $1,000 mark. So to get that many sales, you've got to have website traffic. So that's the next step, getting traffic to your products. So getting visitors onto the sales pages where they can read about the products and decide if they want to go on to the checkout page. So to get people to those products, there's different methods. We've got blog articles. So you could write different blog posts related to different questions people might have, like how to use a certain gardening tool, or how to take care of their lawn, or some sort of question they might be typing in. And then you could mention the product as a resource, as a tool that could help them. So for example, if they need to, learn how to fertilize their lawn, you could promote then one of those push cart fertilizer buckets that they pour all the seed into, and then it sprinkles it around as they walk through the yard. Or you could promote a lawn mower if you're on like a lawn mowing review website. So you're just going to write these different helpful articles, and then you're going to link over to wherever the product's being sold, whether it's your own product you're selling or whether you're selling like on Amazon. You can also do this with email. If you don't want to worry about running a blog or a website, you could focus all your attention on, driving traffic to some sort of email capture page and building an email list. So if you run like Facebook ads, promoting some sort of free resource, like a free guide to, whatever topic you're interested in. In my case, I'm in the real estate website, so I would promote, a free home buyer's guide. I could run that ad on Facebook. Anybody who's thinking about buying a home that sees that Facebook ad could click on that. They could download my free guide for home buyers, and that puts them on my email list, where then I can then sell them my service of being, a real estate professional then eventually through email marketing. I don't need to even really have an active website or anything if I'm just communicating and selling them through email. You can also do this through social media. But we recommend blogs and emails first as a starting point, because social media, you don't control your followers. Like Vine shut down. There's Stumble Upon, I think, recently shut down. Some of these different sites online tend to shut down. They go through changes as well, algorithm changes like Facebook, Instagram. So if you're relying on that as your main source of your income in your business, and something happens like Instagram goes down for a day, Facebook, stops showing your posts as much to as many people, the algorithm changes, this can impact your revenue. So social media is kind of like a bonus method that you want to tie in to try to drive some additional traffic through links that you're going to post out in your social media posts. You can also set up text alerts if you're able to get people through those different text services that you can sign up for. And then that's how you can stay in touch with them. I'm sure you've gotten automated text messages to your phone before. So there are text alert services you could sign up for to try to communicate and push notifications out to your people that you have on your text alert list. There's also ManyChat, which is the Facebook Messenger bot. So if you have Facebook Messenger, you can actually set up kind of like a little helpful assistant. It's like a chat bot using ManyChat. And then when you get people into Messenger, you can build a list of subscribers inside of Messenger, and you can send out, notification alerts through Messenger, and they get high open rates right now. People are always checking their messages on Facebook, still highly to this day, higher open rates than you're going to see with email. Email's kind of gotten drowned out. So many people have gotten tired of all the junk email, but Messenger's still a pretty newer platform, so it gets pretty good results in terms of people actually looking at your message and seeing what you're offering them. All right, so those are some main ways to get you started thinking about how to get traffic to your products, which we talked about up here. So let's dive a little bit deeper into the blogging method. So if you're going to start blogging, building Google traffic to your website, people searching things in Google, finding your blog posts, clicking into them, you got to first have a website. So you're going to sign up for a hosting plan like Bluehost. You can go to asknickfoy.com/Bluehost. I'll link to it below in the video. It's my affiliate link. I do earn some affiliate income from it at no extra cost to you, but that's one way I monetize on my marketing website is through affiliate products. So I recommend Bluehost as the service. That's the product I'm promoting, but that's actually who I use to run my websites, my blogs as well. So you can sign up for a Bluehost account. It allows you to have website hosting, so your website is basically renting space on the internet and allows it to exist. Bluehost hosts all your website files, so when people go to your website, all those files load, and that's how they see your website. Now, in order to have a website, you got to have a domain name. I like to buy my domain names on Namecheap. They're a lot cheaper. You can pay $8, $9 for a domain name for each year. So that's a lot cheaper than buying it through like the hosting platform where they might charge $15 or $20 a year for your domain name. So you're saving a couple bucks there. Sometimes when you sign up for hosting, though, they'll give you one domain for free as part of the package for signing up. So you may want to just do that instead of trying to buy it separately on Namecheap. If you do buy it separately on Namecheap, then you're going to need to add the domain to your Bluehost account. They have an add-on domain tab you click on, and it asks you to type in your domain name. Then it will check to make sure that the domain name is pointing at your Bluehost account. So you'll need to copy your Bluehost servers and go paste them into your Namecheap account in the DNS settings. Don't worry, we've got tutorials on how to do that on our YouTube channel. Next, once you're connected in your Bluehost account with your domain name, you want to find your domain name and install WordPress to it. Then log into your WordPress website, start designing it, and then lastly, you begin writing and publishing blog posts to your newly built website. If you need a website built for you, you can email me, Nick at under30, the number 30wealth.com. So Nick at under30wealth.com, or you can email Nick at asknickfoy.com. Those are two of my emails for two of my websites. You can reach out to me about building your website and get a quote. All right, the email method is through sending out emails with links in them. So to build your email list, you first need to sign up for an email list service that allows you to create email lists and get, subscribers by creating forms. So I use ConvertKit. Again, I'll link to them below so you can learn more about them. ConvertKit is the company that I've ran with for the last several years. I started on MailChimp, but ConvertKit's got a lot of cool features that MailChimp doesn't. And we go over that in other videos if you want to check out my ConvertKit videos on my YouTube channel. Now, when you get into ConvertKit, you're going to create a segment, or in other email softwares, it might be called a list. But basically, you're going to name your segment, and then you're going to start driving and connecting subscribers to that segment so they start building, your list. So you're going to add an email form to your website, and you can set up a rule so that whenever somebody subscribes to that email form, since you know that email form is, for whatever business or whatever product you're going to end up promoting, you can then connect that to that segment or that list so that that's where it sends the subscribers for that particular form. Because if you have multiple lists, like if I was creating a list for, real estate investors, I was trying to differentiate between sellers and buyers, then I might create two separate lists. So I might have a seller's list, I might have a buyer's list. So I might have one form I create for trying to get sellers onto my seller's list, and so I connect that form to that list, and then I have my other form I connect to my buyer's list. That way, if somebody subscribes to that form, they go on to the buyer's list, not the seller's list. So that's where you're gonna have to look in your email software, see how they do it. But most of the time, you're gonna have to choose, what list you want connected to whatever form you're building. So an email form just has a name and email field. It embeds into your website, and when people hover over it, they can enter their information and click on the button that submits their information, and now they're part of your email list. To get more email subscribers, you might offer a free course or some sort of free incentive, like a free ebook or maybe a free coupon, something to get them onto your email list. Now, once you've got email subscribers, then you can send out email blasts where you send out one email to your entire list, and that can promote your products by including some links in the email to those products, and you can track through your email analytics how many people clicked. You can even go in and see which subscribers it was that clicked on those links. If you're interested in following up with them again, if they end up not buying the product, you could maybe follow up with them to see why they decided not to go through with the purchase, and you might be able to convince them the second time around. So that's the email method. Social media, you create engaging content to post out to your social media account. That's how you eventually start building a following, as people start loving your content and realizing that you're someone they want to follow every day so they can see more of your content. As you start building your following, then you can start putting out promotional content, advertisements, things like that, with links to different products to try to drive traffic and generate revenue from social media. But in the meantime, if you want to automate your social media account and grow it quicker, you can create a bunch of engaging content ahead of time, then just schedule posts with like Buffer or Hootsuite, or you can schedule pins with Tailwind if you're on Pinterest. So Pinterest is huge for driving traffic back to my website and to my store. I show you a lot of other videos on my channel about how to use Pinterest effectively. I even have a course, how to make money through Pinterest. I show you how to set up Pinterest, how to start creating products and driving traffic from Pinterest to those products. If you want to check that out, it'll be linked below in the description so you can learn more about how to make money with Pinterest. But the same thing goes with other social platforms like Facebook, Twitter. You just schedule content out so that it auto publishes, so you don't have to be on it every day if you don't want. These posts get put out and your followers can like, share, follow you, click the links, and they can drive them to the products where they can make a purchase. You can monitor later to see how many click-throughs you're getting, to see what content does best. If you want to speed things up, it takes a while sometimes to go organically and get organic, natural followers on social media. Same with getting organic, natural traffic to your website from like Google, or to build your email list organically by waiting for subscribers to come off of your blog articles. Some of that could take time. You can speed that up by using Facebook ads. This is a way to get traffic quicker. Facebook will put your advertisement out that you create onto the Facebook platform, Messenger, their different ad networks they're partners with, and they can get your ad in front of thousands of people quickly, and that's how you can drive traffic quicker back to a website page or to your email opt-in page or to a specific product page you're trying to sell. So you want to create engaging content. You want to set up the ad campaign for link clicks, for traffic, so that you can monitor how many clicks you're getting, what your cost per click is. You can run a budget of $5 a day. So if you're getting, let's say, 50 cents a click and you're running a $5 budget, you're going to get about 10 clicks. If you're paying 50 cents for each of those clicks, that's going to use up your $5 a day. So you can get 10 clicks a day clicking through your ad, maybe to a product page. If you're able to optimize your ad, you might be able to get 10-cent clicks or 25-cent clicks, and that could start driving, 20 to 30 to 40 different clicks a day for a $5 budget. And then you can add that up over time. So at the end of the month, if you're getting 30 clicks a day times 30 days, that could be 900 potential visitors that you drive off of a Facebook ad to your website each month. And out of those 900 people, maybe a couple of them buy whatever product you're selling, and you're able to make enough money back to cover the cost of your Facebook ads. You can also use Facebook ads to build your email list. Like I said, driving those same clicks maybe just to an email opt-in page, where then they try to convert onto your email list, and then you've got them captured to an email list so you can market to them time and time again through email, which is free, so that you're not spending more money on Facebook ads in the future trying to market to those same people. You're just marketing through email marketing. All right, so that's the methods that I would go for today that we talked about. Creating a product or finding products of other people's to sell, then driving traffic to those products through blog articles, through emails, social media posts, text alerts, or maybe through messenger alerts with a chat bot like ManyChat. And then we went over the different methods for how to set up a blog, how to set up an email list, how to start, building out your social media following. And then if you want to speed things up, you can try running Facebook ads, which are still pretty cheap today. So that's really the basic, simple template to make $1,000 a month. A lot of people try to overcomplicate it, but this is really the step-by-step breakdown of how it all works. This is what I've been doing with my websites, how I've been making money through email, plus blogging, plus paid ads, plus social media. When you combine all four together, they're all driving revenue and traffic. All right, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the future uploads. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that like button if you thought this video provided some tips that were of value to you. Yo, check this out. So if you type in asknickfoy.teachable.com, asknickfoy.teachable.com, when you hit enter, it's going to open up my resource library. So I've been working on tons of training video modules, and I put them together in these different courses. And you can go over here to asknickfoy.teachable.com, and you can learn how to start a website that makes money. So this is called Profitable Blogger. You can also learn how to make money from social media like Pinterest. You can also learn real estate investing. So these are 3 ways I currently make money right now. I'm making $6,000 to $7,000 a month. I've already come out with a video showing you how I was making $1,400 a week a little while back, and we're on pace to eventually get to $10K a month passive income through websites, through social media, and through real estate investing. So these 3 methods combined, I created these 3 training courses. You can go here to asknickfoy.teachable.com to check them out, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the inside when you enroll in them. Yo, before you go, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, Nick Foy TV. If you hover the lower right corner of your video right now, you're gonna see the little red subscribe button. When you hover that, it's gonna pop up that subscribe button, and it would mean a lot. I already appreciate you gave me your time, your attention today, but if you could also hit that subscribe button, support the channel, and smash the like button, as they all say in every YouTube video. So smash the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.